Looks good, don't it? It looks good. Good. Everything's good. I love you guys, man. I love you guys. Got my energy drink. This is pretty cool. This is a brand called Juvee, Juvee. Winter cookie. Doesn't it is good, but I don't really taste the winter cookie. I think they were going with like a sugar type winter cookie, but I guess if you have to think that much about it, it's probably they probably didn't hit, But everybody has a different flavor profile, so maybe the three people who tested this thought, that's good, or they probably thought, well, we put all this time into it, that's gonna have to be winter cookie. It's good though. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Jen. Shout out to everybody. Um, I'm looking forward to so much, man. Um, so much to look forward to, man. I'm gonna write a. I'm gonna start writing. So it doesn't show up on Facebook if I send a message in the chat through Restream. Let me see if it shows up if I send a message on Facebook. It shows up on Restream. It does. All right. Love you. All right. Tonight about 9:40, I gotta run to Target and run to Cold Stone. Um, yeah. And I'm excited. So much on my mind. Tomorrow, I'm going to the Walmart DC. I'm going to surprise the lady who helped sign me up for everything. She likes, we were talking about, like, we started talking about coffee and energy drinks, and she said she doesn't drink any of that. She likes Dr. Pepper. Well, I'm going to surprise her with a couple of cans of the Dr. Pepper Vanilla Float. Because those you can only buy, well, I don't even think you buy them anymore, but you could only buy them in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Maybe it was Louisiana in general, but it was either or. Pretty good. I mean, it's not like mind blowing or anything like that. But yeah, love you. You know. I got my alarm set for 9:45. I don't know why I have it set for that because by the time I get to Target, it's gonna close. So unless it is an alarm, hold on. 9:35. Okay. Ugh. Let's see. All right, so want to make sure. I've been joking around with Jen a lot, and I want to make sure that, she's not upset with me. All right, so let's see. Try it out. So we're just gonna try this, see if we like it. Mm, see what that does. Actually, you know what? We'll switch it up. We'll play something else right now. I kind of want to play. We'll dive into this later. Um, yeah, we'll dive into that later. Hmm. Okay, I want to try this. I do want to try this. I am going to try Skull and Bones. I know the last few streams have been kind of weird. Not last stream, the stream before is probably one of my best streams. But let's, we're gonna find our niche. It's gonna be good. Skull and Bones, where's it at? Come on, show up on the. God. So you tell me it's not on here? No, it is. So it's not. So I'm gonna have to add it. Oh boy. We're just gonna test it out, see if we like it. I'm gonna test my mom tomorrow. I'm trying to build my relationship back up with my mom. No. Hmm. We're just gonna try this out. All right.
There are sharks and a pirate captain, hungry to make a name for themselves.
Damn small! We've lost the Exeter! Enough! There's been a battle here! The British have come!
All right. So. stuff there. Scaling. All right. Definitely tell just from the settings that it's just not a bad game. Just doesn't have all the, you know, a lot simplistic, which could be a good thing. Testing. Maintenance. Map, knowledge, cargo. All right, logbook. Well, we'll have to find out. We'll have to find out as we go what's what. Attack button is kind of crazy. But item wheel, action wheel. We'll see. Okay, there. Okay, okay. So this is like to move around. Okay. I don't even know what plunder is. Camera. We'll play and see how it goes as we play, based on what controls we need to find. Enable we're just gonna try it, see how we like it. Might not like it, you know. That is. I'm feeling good now, man. I'm feeling good, man. What is W? Trim sails. Oh, okay. It's a crow's nest. Okay, so crow's nest is the spot up top for better visibility in fog and storms. I'm just like literally googling what the name of the function and then the game after it. It's crazy they don't even have it like even a somewhat like explanation of what that does, like what it is.
Enough yelling orders! We don't care! Kiss the seabed long and hard for me, eh?
Oh.
Stop putting us here!
I would have to restart that. I don't know what that countdown was. Sorry, man. I was playing. See each other tomorrow. I'm going to run a target, and yeah, but we'll be be fun tomorrow. Okay. Love you. Thank you, folks. I'm gonna try to wake up early. I want to get some stuff done, but I'm excited to. Okay, so was that like not a that was the intro. Type of deal. Still was. That's what that was. So if you guys are just stopping in, I'm about to head to the store real quick. But trying games out for the first time. As you guys know, I'm off for the next few weeks. Go back to work. And I don't know what Z does. So what? Redeem code. If the game froze, I'm not playing this game. Not right now. I ain't got time for this. So I go in to options, to store, and I hit redeem code. Okay. Here's what's free. So whatever here. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, hold on. Oh, there it is. Free roll. Okay. What was it? I was sure why you didn't. To invitation. Resources sent to the warehouse.
Stop staring. Blood. Damn half-witted fool. Where's the fucking goods? Get him out of my sight. Seems like bad luck follows you everywhere. The mega corporations wrecked my ship, sank my cargo, but shats you out. Oh, you must be lucky or stubborn. By now, I'll go for either. I really needed those bloody goods. See, this port rises on Tuman's patronage. And that merchant so rich it pisses liquid gold. The Exeter was supposed to be my haul of riches. All I receive is a flipping letter. That fucker wipes his ass to smear my face. I send a full haul of goods to the colonies. Cully, you weren't the only captain fuck-up over there said he could get me fresh goods, commodities from the Compagnie to make up for his lack of judgment. Thanks to his latest fumble, I got French hounds sniffing right up my sweaty arsehole. Now, I'm a forgiving man, as long as my captains prove themselves capable. Want another shot? Seize those goods from the French. Fix this man. There must be a rudderless tub out there for you. Just don't give me a reason to ruin.
So gotta go steal some from the French. Okay, so that's set sail. That's steamship. Okay.
Daft it is to stay on a ship when you can turn pirate.
Where you run? guess all this can go to the warehouse, I guess. Warehouse is probably like storage. Guessing. So, the weapons. So what do I? There, what's there? Armor. So what's that? That tides feet. That's like a DLC, I think. gonna be honest, man. I'm not really a fan, dude. I'm not really my jam, man. I got this game for free. This isn't my jam, man. I mean, maybe I'll try it some other time. Oh, I gotta go get my stuff. I'll be right back. Yeah, like I said, this isn't. I'm not really a fan, you know. I'm not saying it's bad, but it's definitely, I don't know. It's not captivating. And they got other games. Oh, I see. They promote other games on it. Yeah, I'm glad I did not buy this game. Like I said, not a bad game. Obviously, I would have, but not captivating me like I thought it would. Even the slightest. I'm not gonna force myself to play it. All right, I'm gonna be right back, y'all. See y'all in a few. Let's. All right, sorry about that, y'all. Sorry. Dude. Hold on. Bro. I got an issue, man. $10, man. Look at this. They sell a size that's 3 pints. 3 pints. I think this is like and it's only $18. That's pretty good. That's what you do, Ben and Jerry. Whatever. Okay, it's still high, but whatever. But anyway, I think that this girl was all like, she was all like, getting me because I. Hold on. Tori, hold on, baby. Come on, sweetheart. Tori. Tori. Come to daddy. Tori, come to your daddy. Come to daddy. Yeah. Tori, why are you doing that? Tori. Yeah. Oh. Somebody needs to take care of that baby. Take care of that baby. Take care of that baby. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hurry up and get and eat, and then I'll be back. All right. I'll be back, y'all. What is up, y'all? 1 second. 1 second, please. I'm trying to do like 5 different things. I love you guys. Hold on, let me just figure it out. Emotions running high. I want to share something with you guys. What up, Mike? 1 second. Oh, wait. Nope.
It was unlocked. The back door was unlocked.
It was unlocked. Okay.
Well, it's unlocked from our side. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it locked automatically from.
So I'm just gonna go back over there, just close
Okay,
it.
go take a quick look.
Behind an interior door, officers find the body of 45-year-old Su-Wei Fong, the owner of Wonderful Massage. She has suffered multiple gunshot wounds and is pronounced dead at the scene. Near her body, officers find a handgun, shell casings scattered across the floor, and clear signs of a violent struggle. What initially appeared
I went all the way. So we need to follow him to the hospital.
You got. You guys will be staying. Yeah. But you ain't going nowhere. We'll have somebody else go. CP and TOT right now. Yeah. You got the rescue unit on there.
One's already off. They want to get you back.
There's two.
Should I close the back door?
We'll walk around. We're gonna need a 29 for this, so we can't go back inside.
Is that yours?
Yeah, that's mine. I just don't want to pick it up because I have blood all over it.
No. We're watching that stuff too.
Yeah.
Is there a back door to that place?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna go around to the back to make sure I secured it. Because I went all the way through.
Yeah.
And I
Because the
opened
door
it.
wasn't open.
It was unlocked. The back door was
One
unlocked.
second, I'm gonna change a
Okay.
couple
Well, it's
screens.
unlocked from our side. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it locked automatically from.
So I'm just gonna go back over there, just close
Okay,
it.
go take a quick look.
behind an interior door. Officers find the body of 45-year-old Su-Wei Fong,
What up,
the
Trizzo?
owner
One
of
second,
Wonderful
one second.
Massage. She has suffered multiple gunshot wounds and is pronounced dead at the scene. Near her body, officers find a handgun, shell casings scattered across the floor, and clear signs
Yeah.
of a violent struggle. What initially appeared to be a simple shooting quickly turns into something far more than that.
One second. Trying to do like three things. at once.
Surveillance footage from inside the business captured what really happened in the moments leading up to Fong's death. The video shows another teenager, Juan Carlos Hernandez, entering the massage parlor first, posing as a customer. Minutes later, the interaction turns violent as a gun is produced, and Fong is forced out of the room at gunpoint. Rivera Ramirez enters through the unlocked front door. The footage shows Fong desperately trying to escape, grabbing the door frame as she is dragged back inside by both attackers.
1 second, y'all. 1 second. Shit. 1 second. I'm trying to. I added my camera and yeah, and it kind of messed up my other scenes. So 1 second, I want to get it right. And I looked at the chat. I'm looking at the chat right now. Make sure I get everything squared away. Okay. 1 second. Good. Why is it doing that? We lock all these sources and we're good. 1 second. Hide that. We'll get rid of that. Nope. Wait. That can't hold up. What the hell? Oh. Okay, so sweet. Let me make sure I got that. Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Man, hold on. Testing. 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 Oh, it's all fucked. Testing. Once. One second. I know. I it the mouse was oh my god. I'll show you guys here in a second. So sometimes the mouse just does crazy shit. Like, I'll show you guys in a second. 1 second, please. Please. Like, I don't know what happened, but the UI changed in OBS, and like, I don't know. You know how sometimes you accidentally click something and you hold the mouse at the wrong time, and it's just. I'm gonna read your chat. right. And my mic volume. Okay. Now that's all going to be jacked up too in the music. So my mic volume that I never change on the software. All right. So it's going to be a little off. So I'm just going to play this, what I wanted to play, and go from there.
Go back over there, just close
Hey,
it.
go take a quick look.
Behind an interior door, officers find the body of 45-year-old Su Wei Fong, the owner of Wonderful Massage. She has suffered multiple gunshot wounds and is pronounced dead at the scene. Near her body, officers find a handgun, shell casings scattered across the floor, and clear signs of a violent struggle. What initially appeared to be a simple shooting quickly turns into something far more than that. Surveillance footage from inside the business captured what really happened in the moments leading up to Fong's death. The video shows another teenager, Juan Carlos Hernandez, entering the massage parlor first, posing as a customer. Minutes later, the interaction turns violent as a gun is produced, and Fong is forced out of the room at gunpoint. Rivera Ramirez enters through the unlocked front door. The footage shows Fong desperately trying to escape, grabbing the door frame as she is dragged back inside by both attackers. Moments later, the camera feed cuts out after the suspects unplug the recording equipment. What the footage doesn't show, but the evidence later confirms, is that Fong managed to retrieve a concealed firearm and fight back, which led to Rivera Ramirez's gunshot wounds. After being shot during the exchange of gunfire, Rivera Ramirez crawls
Okay, hold on.
outside and calls.
I want to see what happened. Hold on. No. I didn't see what happened. Okay. So. Sorry.
We'll walk around. We're gonna need a 29 for this, so we can't go back inside.
Ain't that crazy?
Is that your fault?
I mess up the volume and then I just set it somewhere and say, hey, we'll test it later. Mike, how's the volume for you?
Yeah,
Good?
and I'm just gonna go around to the back to make sure I secured it.
Hey, Tank, man, when's the last time I seen you? You're gonna have to refresh. You're gonna have to refresh my memory.
Okay.
See, I'm in a good mood, man. And Tank, I'll explain to you why I'm in a good mood, but
So I'm just gonna go back over there and just
Hey,
close
go
it.
take a quick look.
Behind an interior door, officers find the body of 45-year-old Su Wei Fong, the owner of Wonderful
I thought-
Massage. She
looked
has
familiar.
suffered multiple gunshot
what,
wounds and is
I'm assuming you
pronounced
found me
dead
on
at the
Reddit or
scene.
Discord.
Near her body, officers find
Or
a
randomly
handgun,
perusing
shell
Twitch.
casings scattered across the floor, and clear signs of a violent struggle. What
Well,
initially
I can
appeared
already
to be a
tell that
simple shooting quickly turns into something
You understand
far
who I
more
am,
than
man, so
that.
we're gonna hook you up, man. You're a good dude. You've been here for what? 5-10 minutes and you're already
Surveillance
you're
footage
definitely-
from inside the business captured what really happened.
You
in the
definitely found a
moments leading up to
community
Fong's
that you're
death.
gonna like, man.
The video shows another teenager.
We don't do
Juan
things the
Carlos
way most
Hernandez,
most people do
entering the
things.
massage parlor first, posing as a customer.
What up,
Minutes
Marco?
later, the interaction turns violent as a gun is produced, and Fong is forced out of the room at gunpoint.
Whoa,
Rivera
Trizzle.
Ramirez enters through the unlocked front door. The footage shows
Oh,
Fong
wait, sorry,
desperately
sorry.
trying to do something far more than that.
Sorry, I wanna get it right at the beginning. My bad.
A violent struggle. What initially appeared to be a simple shooting quickly turns into something far more than that.
So this guy comes in here. He starts pulling this
Surveillance
girl.
footage from inside the business captured what really happened in the moments leading up to Fong's death. The video shows another teenager, Juan Carlos Hernandez, entering the massage parlor first, posing as a customer. Minutes later, the interaction turns violent as a gun is produced, and Fong is forced out of the room at gunpoint. Rivera Ramirez enters through the unlocked front door. The footage shows Fong desperately trying to escape, grabbing the door frame as she is dragged back inside by both attackers. Moments later, the camera feed cuts out after the suspects unplug the recording equipment. What the footage doesn't show, but the evidence later confirms, is that Fong
Surveillance.
managed to retrieve a concealed firearm and fight back, which led to Rivera Ramirez's gunshot wounds. After being shot during the exchange of gunfire, Rivera Ramirez crawls outside and calls 911,
Oh, so
identifying himself as George Rivera.
So he's
Sir, are you there?
this guy got shot.
Hello?
He's the guy who actually robbed the massage
Stand on the line
parlor
with me, okay?
or
What's
shot
your
the
name?
girl or killed the girl Fawn. But now
What's your
he's
name?
posing as a hurt customer.
George B. Hill?
George Rivera.
Rivera? What's your date of birth?
That guy who looked like he was on his phone.
What are you wearing so officers know it's you?
I don't
He's the
know.
guy
Can you
who's
guys
on the
hear me?
phone
Sir,
now.
you're on their
He's
way.
pretending
know
he's
what you're
a
wearing so officers know it's
he's
you.
a hurt bystander
What color
or
shirt
the
do you have on?
victim when actually he's the one who who initiated the entire
sweater?
process.
What color pants?
Hey Trizzle, man, I'm gonna let you
Hi.
know. I'm gonna introduce you to everybody.
Not sure? Okay. Do you have any
And
weapons on you?
we're gonna do something nice
George,
for you,
do you have
man,
any
because
weapons on you?
I've had
Okay. Do you know who shot you?
community's small, but I've had a rough couple weeks,
What's your race?
and
No, please, Eddie, I'm a dog.
actually a really
They're
rough
on the
couple
line.
weeks. And the
They're on
fact
their
that
way,
you came
okay?
in here and
Do you have a phone number in case I lose you?
being chill and cool,
25.
yeah, I'm gonna, yeah.
Okay, stay on the line with me, okay? Are you still by the barber shop?
I want you to wait until I get my job. I start a new job at the end of the month, but I'll
George.
explain to you what happened, bro. Oh
Hello?
no, we're going out of my way, man, because I don't.
Hello?
Are you still by the barber
Community
shop?
here is small.
Yeah.
We got
Do
a
you know
lot
the
of.
name of the barber shop?
We'll watch this here. I'll be quiet. Let's watch it.
He was eventually stabilized.
Here we're gonna just start out with 5 minutes.
25.
And remember, this is the guy who
Okay, stay
caused the
on line with me,
robbery,
okay?
pretending to be a
Are you still
victim.
by the barber shop?
Oh,
George. Hello?
hello?
Are you still by the barber shop?
Yeah.
Do you know the name of the barber shop?
No.
Okay.
He was eventually stabilized and transported to the hospital, where the officers questioned him further.
Jorge, I want to go over a couple things with you because I want to ask you some questions about how you got shot, okay? I do have to advise you of your constitutional rights before I do, okay? Because obviously there was something real serious that happened, okay? Jorge, can I put it on you? Maybe I could have your nurse come in and put it on?
Yes.
All right, so Jorge, I'd like to just ask you what happened, like what you remember. Oh, here, let me. Okay, I can record that. Okay, go ahead.
Last thing I remember, last night, some dude and some lady shooting at the same time.
A guy and a lady shooting at the same time.
It's at me.
Oh, shooting at you.
Yes.
Okay. And where did this happen?
Well, I was supposed to get a massage pain, back pain.
Okay. And where were you supposed to get a massage at?
I usually go right there. No.
And do you know the name of the place you go? You don't? Okay. Who do you usually see there?
Sometimes it's different people.
Okay. How did you get to the massage place?
With my friend.
With your friend? And who's your friend?
They call him Juan.
They call him Juan? Okay. So you and your friend went to the massage parlor?
Yeah, but I got off. I went inside to go get a massage.
Okay. And where did Juan go?
good outside.
Okay.
Rivera Ramirez initially told the officers he was dropped off by his sister, and then some dude and an Asian lady started shooting at each other. Now, he just mentioned he came with his friend, Juan, and he's telling an entirely different story.
And so you get out to go get a massage. What happens from there?
What happened?
Wow, you're right, Mike.
Was
That camera is clear as
my
fuck.
girlfriend going in and holding
That new camera, oh my god.
the massager gun hostage.
Like,
Oh, you're one, the
Yeah,
Carlos
this-
guy,
like
or
this camera, the other one's
Hernandez,
not
Juan
bad.
Hernandez?
but
Okay. And what happened after that?
it's almost like the new one,
And I told him to
it
stop.
reacts better to light, if that makes sense.
And I
that's
don't
the
know
vibe I
didn't know
get.
What to do.
Yeah.
And she starts asking me for cash and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
You don't see it back with there.
I have a lot of light on, but it doesn't look bad.
Did
It
you go
looks
to
really
the back
good.
too?
I think it's like
Okay.
obviously a
And
better
what happened
lens.
after that?
It's a
Nothing. He was just doing
Elgato face,
cash.
the
Okay.
Elgato face cam. So
So Juan comes in
this one is the
and he
face
has a
cam,
gun?
and this one is the 4K camera.
And he demands cash. And you said he had her, but so how is he? Where is he pointing the gun at her?
Just,
Just at her. Okay. Okay. And while he's pointing the gun at her, what is he telling her? You don't remember? Okay. So you said you guys went to the back? Okay. And how did you guys get to the back?
Well, the front of my side door was open, so I went in there.
So you went in first?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I told her we wanted a 30-minute massage.
Uh-huh.
That's all. My friend came in after me. I don't know how long it took him to get off, but he came after.
Okay. What happened when you guys went in the back?
What games do you play, Tank? What games you into, brother? Like what platform? Or is there anything else other than gaming you're really into, or are you
Did
just kind of
he
like
take anything else?
gaming and just
You're not sure.
anything you really into?
And then what happened after he gave or she gave him cash?
So this guy's making all this shit up.
Well, I was just right there looking, you know. And he told me let's go, so I'm walking. And then while we're walking, she shoots me in the leg. And then I look at my friend and he shoots me in my arm. And then I jumped into the room. And then out of nowhere, I just heard 100 shots.
Okay.
And I blacked out right there.
Okay. Where did your friend go?
I got the volume on max
Where did you go?
on every. Let's see, I got it max on the YouTube, max on OBS.
He left you there.
I
I'm
guess
gonna go back over some of the stuff that you told me and just make sure that I have it right.
YouTube,
So
OBS.
did you make an appointment to go to the massage place, or did you just just went there, just knocked on the door to get a massage?
Yeah, you know.
Okay. And the door was unlocked when you went in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it was locked, but obviously she could see.
Okay. So you went in first, and Juan was supposed to sit in the car.
I'm gonna Google that movie. Let's see what pops up.
And after you go in, she takes you in the room, and Juan comes in with a gun. Okay. When Juan comes in with the
Holy
gun,
shit! There's a trailer to that.
he
That's actually a movie.
holds her at gunpoint and tells her to give him money.
No way, dude. That's fucking
So
crazy,
you and Juan
dude.
go to the back room with this lady,
It says it's
and she
starring
gives
Mike.
Juan cash. or money? Did she give
Mr.
him
Dr.
anything else?
Fatbear. It says it stars a guy by the name of Dr.
Can you
Fatbear.
tell me who unplugged the computer?
Says Booty
There
Bandit
was a
tried
computer
the
in the
wrong
back
white
with
boy.
monitors with video. Who unplugged it?
Sounds like you, Mike.
You think he did? Okay. All right.
Stars
So
a guy
he
named Mike,
unplugged it.
also known as Dr. Fatbear.
Okay.
Supporting cast is a guy by the name of Trizzle Tank.
Because you're just saying you didn't. So if it happened, it would have been him.
Shout out
You're
to the
saying
girl
if it
who
happened, it
commented
would've been
touch
him 'cause you
grass
didn't.
booty.
I didn't touch nothing.
Okay. All
Booty
right.
Bandit wants parole.
And so she gives you guys the money. and as
Backdoor
you're walking
Booty
out,
Bandit.
She shoots you and then
The
wants-
Booty Bandit.
Yeah, because I was right behind him. So we were just walking out. Like,
Burbank butt sniffer arrested
I
again.
don't know, I didn't get shot in my face.
Okay.
And then my friend turns around, jumps in the room.
Did you hear about that, though?
shoots me in
The guy
car.
who got arrested like 3
I jump
times
on
for
the floor, I try to like hide, you know?
Yeah.
sniffing people's
I
farts.
just heard all kinds of gunshots.
All kinds of
I
gunshots.
wish I was joking, but
Rivera
it's true.
told the story like his friend masterminded the whole plan, and he was almost uninvolved.
Swear to
He
God.
also later identified Hernandez in a photo lineup, but the surveillance footage review and the inconsistencies in his account are impossible to ignore. And when the officers confronted him with what they knew, he told a new version of the story.
Well, I really, really appreciate you talking to me, Jorge. That must have been a really scary thing that happened. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions now, okay? So, were you aware that even though unplugging the video, that we have video of the entire thing? So you know that what you just told me is not the truth.
It's the truth.
Okay?
Let
So,
me tell you the truth.
okay, tell me the truth.
Okay. We're not,
My friend goes in, well, he's a person
we'll
Yeah.
skip it up because this is not, they're usually not this boring, the interrogation.
Do you know what area of town? South. Okay.
Now this is something that we can do. 'Cause this is, so. And then we'll play.
So, just so you know, I have a video, and I know that that's not what happened. Okay. But what I'd like to do is I just kind of like to walk through it because my concern is I don't think that Jorge is being honest. Okay. I don't think that he's telling the truth.
This is his
So
buddy.
can you just kind of start with
He's gonna rat him out probably.
and what happened from there?
I don't want to talk. Sorry, speak to my lawyer.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Right.
Yeah, no, and that's completely fine. So before we talk about the incident, explain to me how you guys would decide which place you were gonna go to. How would you decide that? How would Juan decide it? How would you decide it? What communication would you guys have? How would that come about?
I was the one that would plan these robberies, and I'll just look out for him, so
Yeah, he just
make sure nobody would
threw his homeboy under the bus.
come by or anything.
Okay. So explain that. How would Juan plan these robberies?
Well, he would say that who's gonna go in there first, he's gonna check it out, and then he wanted me to go in after him.
Wait,
How
So
did
this is
he
the
get
other
the
guy.
massage parlor off of Middle? Do you
So-
know which one I'm talking about?
the one guy
The
said,
one where the shooting happened?
so this is the guy who was
Why
just in
did
the
he pick
orange.
that
This is
one?
not the guy in the orange.
I don't know.
This guy is blaming that guy in the
It was
orange.
just random.
And see, what
How
they do
much
is
do you
then the other
remember
guy
about
blames the other guy.
Remember,
So then if they go to trial,
Half of it?
they don't know,
talked about the
they get confused and they didn't need a
talking about
conviction
the
because they don't know who did what.
meeting with information.
yeah,
And she showed you the video.
Good cop, good
And
catch.
she said where you pulled her back.
They
in.
like some girl from a massage parlor got killed and
Didn't do it.
I remember
this guy's like,
I
yep,
was in there,
I don't give a shit.
trying to shut the door. On the camera, probably went back. I was trying to pull her in.
But
I was
this big ass
really
40
shut
ounce
the door.
Stanley
Okay.
tumbler needs to
come
get
back
out
to
the
that.
way though.
So Juan goes to the door. And it's not 5 or 10 minutes. It's you come right after Juan goes. Because she locks the door. They have a conversation about money. And then he pulls out the gun. Okay.
So he goes to the door. You're already at the door. You're not sitting in the car for 5 or 10 minutes. Okay. So we see you come around at the door, right?
Yeah.
And then what happens after the door is shut once you're inside?
Juan dragged her towards the back room.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happened as you guys go to the back room?
Juan started looking for money, and I started looking for money.
Okay.
He was just standing there.
Are you still in the hallway? Or are you in the back room now?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what happened?
Searching for a bit. After we couldn't find nothing else. After Juan found the money, because Juan was the one that found the money by the mattress.
Mm-hmm. And where did Juan put the money when he found it? In his jacket? Okay. What happened after those wires are pulled? What happened between that time and when you guys leave the bathroom?
So the wires, when they tried to cut the recording.
Before that. So the cameras are still on that whole time. Right. And when we were about to leave, I disconnected.
You did? Okay.
By this point, investigators already know the robbery was planned in advance, and he was, in fact, very much involved. And it's just one of the many times they've struck. And of course, it will be their last. Juan Carlos Hernandez was eventually apprehended 4 days after the event, and both suspects were eventually convicted of first-degree murder, kidnapping, and armed robbery. Juan Carlos Hernandez was sentenced to life in prison plus 21 years. Jorge Rivera Ramirez received life plus 18 years. Both must serve a minimum of 30 years before becoming eligible for parole.
Wow. Shout out to you guys hanging out, man. I mean it. I love you guys. So this guy right here, we're not gonna read the news the whole time, I promise. But so this guy, he's a 38-year-old registered sex offender who's known as a serial butt sniffer. He was booked into the Burbank Police Department on Thursday, but it appeared dropped its case on grounds of insufficient. Oh, this is on August 20th. Complaint. The inmate records show that Crowder was being held without bail. Blah, blah, blah. On July 22nd, officers responded to a Nordstrom at the Empire Center in Burbank following a report of a suspicious individual roaming through the women's department and sexually harassing a female customer. He left the store before officers arrived, but he was tracked down at a Walmart. And so, yeah. He was arrested for allegedly peeping into a family's home in Glendale in 23. A woman posted a TikTok video that went viral allegedly showing Crowder crouching behind her and attempting to sniff her at a Barnes & Noble bookstore in Burbank. That's crazy, dude. Why would you, I mean, makes you wonder, like, I don't know, like, it's hilarious, obviously, but it makes you wonder, like, what would make someone do that? Yeah, right? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know it's hilarious, and I don't feel bad for him, like, harassing people. But the simple fact that he has that fetish to do that, like, and even after being caught, you know, it's like, man, dude, you got caught, bro. It almost makes you think like, the sad part, you want to know what, in my opinion, what the sad part is? You know, the sad part is, like, he knows when he gets caught, he's going to jail. Like, I love all you guys, and obviously I don't know all your life situations, but, like, I want you guys to, you know, hang out tonight and have a good time and everything, but I never want to assume that you guys live a certain life when I have no idea. So I'm going to try to tread carefully with this, but almost like for him, and I've heard stories about this, that this being true. Some people, their life circumstance is so bad that they prefer being in jail. They prefer being in jail because they get food, they have a place to sleep, they have nothing going for them, so they don't care about a record. They get, everything they need, good health, and it makes you wonder, like, yeah. But imagine, like, I don't know. Like, it's so, like I would get, so a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm going to share something with you guys that I haven't shared with hardly anybody in my life, much less, Trizzle, who's, I'm not even going to call you random anymore, but I'm going to say new member. I'm not even call you random because you're chill, man. You've been awesome, and I will personally go out of my way and do something nice for you, and it will happen. I promise you. And Mike can attest to that. Murto could even attest to that. Even Murto, I got to do something special for her. But what I want to say is that you, I don't want to say it. Forgot what I was gonna say. It was something about me too. I know what it was about, but I forgot exactly what the point was. Jeez, forgot what I was. Sorry. What up, Hitman? Forte. Oh, because it's so clear? It is a 4K camera, but it's obviously not in 4K because the stream only gets in. Damn, dude. So Hitman, meet Trizzle. So my understanding is Trizzle's pretty cool. My understanding is he said he was trolling Twitch, but I think he meant he was perusing Twitch. He was on Twitch and he found my channel and he just thought it was cool that I had no viewers and he wanted to stop in, and now he's part of the community. I told him I'm going to make him feel welcome. Really do something nice for him, because that, we're kind of like a somewhat close-knit community. You guys know my opinion on attending streams and what I think, and how I always just tell you guys that no matter what you guys decide to do, no matter where you go, no matter what you do during the stream, no matter if you talk, don't talk, whether you play games, don't play games, whatever it is, you guys know that I value you as people in the community. Oh, I never thought about that. Damn, I haven't heard that word in a while. So I thought trolling. I thought I'm all over the place. But I'm not real great at being social. But when I thought trolling, I thought, well, he was on Twitch trying to find a channel to pop in and just kind of start clowning. Which, honestly, if you would have came in my channel and started trolling my channel, you definitely wouldn't get the response you wanted. You'd probably get somebody, and this is what I've done before, somebody like me be like, hey, what's up, bro? Like, and I don't do the whole, like, give them what they don't want, so they'll stop. When people do act like that, I know deep down they're usually struggling with something, or they're having a hard time, or they're just like, they got a lot going on. And when people act like that and you are just, you know, you give them the response they expect, it just kind of, it doesn't do anything good, you know? You know, there's people who come in my stream and, you know, I mean, I don't want no one to feel sorry for me. No, please don't. But the people come in my stream, make fun of me and clown me and berate me and degrade me, and, you know, I mean, I don't get them so much anymore, but I used to get messages when I was playing Tarkov and playing some other games. When I was really stressed out, people thought I used to have these streams all the time where I get on stream and sometimes I fall into that trap. I say, man, I hate myself. Fuck this, fuck that. I'm a loser and failure. Sometimes I fall into that trap still. But back then it was just really bad because I would just stay in this low self-esteem for so long and keep putting myself down. And for some reason, people thought that maybe I was doing that for attention. People thought, I guess, that I was doing it for donations, which I don't get donations. You know, I just don't. But I don't stream for that reason. I don't care about that stuff. But people thought I was doing it for subs or whatever. And so things were really bad. And people would send me messages telling me to kill myself and fuck off. And what was crazy is my life was so bad that it's like I couldn't really process what they were saying because I had so much of my life going bad. I didn't really, it's like, oh shit, well, there's something else. Yeah. But anyways, we're not here for that. I love you guys, you know. But I think I like to troll sometimes, but I like to do it in a funny way. You know, in a fun way. When I ask questions about different things, like different electronics and different PC questions, to many people they're basic. So many Discord servers will say, "Are you trolling?" And I'm like, "No. How do I prove I'm not?" You know, so oh, see, Trizzle, now you're definitely gonna fit in, bro, because you're our age, homie. Well, you probably already knew that, but we're all, yeah. Thank you for sharing that too. Well, it was funny because I read that and I thought, shit, man, I got all this DJ equipment. I haven't had a gig in a minute. That's how old I turned this past year. Mostly people in the stream are that old. We got a couple 19, 21. We got all ages. I think the oldest member of the community we have is 56, 54. Well, I think actually one time we had somebody who was like 61. But he was only here for like 2 streams. You know, I would love to do a DJ set on stream. I can't figure out how people are doing it without getting copyright strike. Can't figure it out. And no, putting a little message down saying that don't work all the time. That does not. There's something people are doing. Because there's a guy I know who's on Twitch and he does EDM. And you know, if you know, well, yeah, that might be it. But doesn't it, if you're like really deliberately abusing the copyright system, won't it just kick you off stream? Well, no, I mean, but real quick, so there's this guy I know who does EDM music, and we all know EDM is more, first of all, EDM is like the umbrella term for like basically anything that's, not what you hear on a top 40 station. I mean, I don't even know how you classify generalized EDM. Obviously, we have EDM trap, emotional. You have house EDM, dance. You have all different types. And he plays that, and he plays a lot of newer stuff, but not mainstream stuff. So he plays a lot of stuff that's like every now and then mainstream, but a lot of it's mainstream to people who basically, if they heard many of those people, they would rather be caught dead than listen to a hip hop song. You got the people who listen to everything, but then you got, and there's nothing wrong with it, but you got the people who love EDM so much they just really don't like anything else. And but he plays these songs, and I gotta ask him how he does it, because I want to say the VOD stays up and everything. I have noticed too, if I go look up copyright free music, if the songs have, hey Murto, if you're still here, I'm thinking about you. I know sometimes you just pop in and leave, but I don't want you to think we haven't forgot about you. If you search copyright free music and the song has lyrics, it's almost guaranteed to get copyright strike. I don't think I found songs other than maybe I forgot who that hip hop artist I used to listen to all the time. Who's that hip hop artist I used to listen to all the time? Who hip hop style. But other than him, if it has lyrics, it's going to get copyright strike, regardless if it says it's copyright or not. Now, if it's more of the instrumental stuff, no, I forgot his name, man. He sings the song Grateful. It's good music, actually. Neffets. Neffets. He's that guy who does that hip hop top 40 style. The guy I was like playing one time for like half a year. If it's anybody else and it has lyrics, it's gonna get copyright strike. So this guy who does the EDM stuff, a lot of there's no lyrics. So I'm thinking there's lyrics, but a lot of times it's just a hook, or just it's not like full-fledged verse, second verse, bridge verse, all that other stuff, like a regular song style that you hear on the radio. All right, I'm gonna go put some water in my face, wake up, and we're gonna play something, hang out, have a good time. I'm gonna tell you about my new job. I also want to tell you too what I'm gonna do tomorrow, and I wanted to show you guys something too. What did I want to show you? What? I wanted to show you something. You guys know about my new job. Oh, you said when it started. Sorry, Hitman. My orientation is the 27th and 28th, and I start on the 31st. So, basically last day of the month. So, not my exact preference, but I'm kind of glad, because even though I would like to work now, I'm kind of glad, because once I start working, it's a new company, so I'm not going to have vacation. So, yeah. So, unless I get really sick, or I don't call off work. So, basically, every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm going to be working. And then factor in overtime, definitely overtime at least once a week, just because I only scheduled for 36 hours. It's going to be Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So I'm not going to have these long weeks of playing. But I do want to say, I think I mentioned it to Mike. So somebody was a little birdie at work. They heard that why is there not music? They heard that there was so they heard here, let me put some water on my face. I want to explain this to you guys. This is actually really interesting. This is about my old job, and it's kind of crazy when you think about it. So my new job is at Walmart. It's basically almost the same schedule, and not the exact same position, but a position that at Dollar General Distribution, we have that exact same position, and I've done it before. Not consistently, but I've done it like once or twice. So it's crazy. Not only is it, and on top of that, they're literally like 1,000 feet from each other. Not even. You got this big ass warehouse, then you got this other warehouse, then you got a set of buildings. Not corporate headquarters, but you know how places have like, they'll have a location where they don't necessarily do their operation, but like offices, stuff like that, those type of buildings. And then there's another distribution center, Cisco, which delivers all the food to restaurants. So it delivers your Wendy's chicken fingers, your Burger King chicken fingers, all this other stuff. And then you have Walmart, which is this I'm gonna take a picture next time I go. This shit is massive. We all know Walmart's huge. But yeah, massive warehouse. And Walmart is way above or way ahead, believe it or not. I think the only company that's not a tech company that's in front of them in terms of automation and technology would be Amazon. Obviously, NVIDIA, Windows, AMD, they're going to be far ahead. But yeah, they're yeah. All right, let me put some water on my face, sprucing up, and we'll game, we'll have fun, dude. I'm having 2 days ago I had one of my best streams ever, and now it's kind of like the same thing. I got some music playing, dude. I'm excited. I just want to have fun. Like it's weird. I get excited for like some of the smaller things just because I get into a good mood, man. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know why. But I think for this specific instance, it's because I know everybody here, and inviting a new member to the community. I don't know. I just love that, man. There's something about that just, I don't know, it makes me just appreciate everything and feel happy, and I'm excited. So let me go do that, and I'll be right back. So excited, baby. So excited. Oh my God. gonna see how this goes, but I might just be wore out just from a lot of things going on. Some days the afternoon I feel good, but then I just get like, when nighttime comes around, I just get like almost like tired because I'm just so almost like a mixture of being nervous, stress, and overly excited, and it just drains me of all my energy. I don't know why it gets like that. I think it's just because I'm not really working, and I think my body's in shock because this is my first time in like 8 years not working. You know, it's like I'm excited, but I'm just. I think my body, like I said, for 9 years I worked. Not all 9 years, but pretty close. For the last 4 or 5, I was averaging, at least for the last 3, every week I was averaging at least 50 hours, like 55. And this last year I was, aside from maybe 8 weeks, I worked 55 hours every single week. Many days I was at work and I'd be closing my eyes, and so pretend this is a cup. Closing my eyes, and like I'll go out to my car. I'll be closing my eyes, be drinking my coffee, whatever, and then all of a sudden I'll stop drinking, and without even noticing it, I'll go to sleep. And mind you, my break's only 15 minutes long. Sometimes it was my lunch, but that's only 30 minutes. It's not like I'm out there for 2 hours. But I'll shut my eyes, but my internal clock knows I can't sleep really, so I need to kind of stay somewhat conscious. But I'll wake up and I'll be so tired, and I'll do one of these numbers, almost like I'm just like, I don't know how to. It's almost like a jolt. I think what it is, it's the mixture of being tired and the jolt of electricity. I don't know if you've ever had coffee when you're extremely tired. It does some weird things to you, because no matter how much coffee you drink, your body will shut down. But that doesn't mean your mind has to shut down. Yeah, it was something like that. Because there was something I was thinking about at that time, that when I woke up, because I wouldn't have done that normally. You know, I just wouldn't have. But if you think about it, if your body's about to shut down and then you're drinking coffee, you're not making your body last longer. You're making your mind. You know, caffeine does the mind, not necessarily. I mean, the body a little bit. Mainly, it's about the mind. That's why when you work second shift, you gotta have. It can really screw you up if you don't do it right. Because what do they tell you not to do at 1, 2 in the morning? They tell you not to drink caffeine or work out. What do you do when you work at a warehouse at 1, 2, 3 in the morning? You work out and you drink caffeine. You know? And I also tell people this: going to bed at 6 in the morning and waking up at noon is 6 hours. That's different than going to bed at 10 and waking up at 4 in the morning. Still 6 hours, but it's a different 6 hours. And so it, you know, just something to think about. But all right, let's have some fun. Let's see what we got. So I played I want to see if I can get the I'm gonna try it, but I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, but I want you guys to hang out at least for one game if you guys don't mind. And if you can't, dude, that's fine, dude. I don't want you guys to have to stay. But you know, I just want you guys to know that I love you guys to have fun. You know, I wanna. This is the first step into not just, I say improving my stream, but what I want to do is improve my community, man. One thing that this that firing for my job has done, it's got me to see things differently. One of the things that has me see things differently is I'm not going to be so uptight. Right now, before I lost my job, I had this routine that was pretty strict. Could I change it? Yeah. Would anything bad happen if I change it? No. But I just liked this routine, and the routine had everything. It wasn't like if I didn't do one thing at a certain time, I'd go crazy. No, but I did everything I can to keep that routine similar from day to day. Whether it's updating my iPhone apps when I get home from work, whether it's, you know, just kind of simple stuff. Shaving on Sundays, I end up changing that to Thursdays. All these little things. And, you know, like paying my Apple Pay credit card, you know, checking on that. Checking on the Google Chrome tab news when I'm driving. Don't worry, my phone's on my dashboard, you know. But I have these little nuances that I would do that really help me kind of not go totally crazy. Uh-oh, good picture mode. So, one of the things when they got rid of me. Oh wait, shoot. Let me get out of here. Is I am not going to be as stingy with my money. Now, I'm not a rich person, but I am going to be a lot more, a little more, not necessarily more generous and just give it away, but I am going to make improvements that, you know, that need to get done, and not worry about having to pay off my credit card at the end of every month or every week, really. Aside from my rent, I had this strict thing where use my card, I had to have the money to pay it off, or no, I would have the money to pay it off in like 2 weeks. No balance sat on there for longer than 3 weeks. But I want you guys to know that, you know, things are going to be a little different. And so, like the other day, you know, like I said, I bought Mike something, you know. I'm going to get the things I need to not only make it so you guys enjoy being here, but make the stream better. But I am, you know, especially for the people like Hitman and Mike and Mirko and the people that really show that they just love being here, and not saying that you doing all the streaming stuff. I don't care about that, but the fact that you just simply love it here, or at least act like you do, or like it here, like support me. Gonna do more for you, and I won't be able to do as much as I would like at this moment, but as soon as I get my first job and get caught up, first thing I'm doing is I'm upgrading my graphics card, and I'm selling this thing. Selling my graphics card. So, but who knows? I might even end up giving away to one of you guys. Who? But the thing is I promise you, I'm gonna do things that, you know, I've been wanting to do. One of the things people don't know about me is I saved up for a long time to get a brand new MacBook Pro. I got one, and I'm trying to really get into YouTube. I got the programs. I got somebody to show me the ropes. But my routine was so bad that if I bought something, I didn't feel like I could actually use that something. I paid, got the money back. So basically, you know, that was a pretty penny. But I saved up for it. But it's hard. It's still in the box too. But it's hard. It's hard to just sit back and it's hard to pay for something and then just sit back and use that something without putting back the resources you use to get that something. You know, it just feels better when it's like that. You know, I don't use. So I just want you guys to know that. Like, I will, you know, and I am going to do good things for you guys, nice things for you guys, and I want to do that. And as soon as I get going on this new job, as soon as I get my routine going, I'm no longer. I had a collection of popcorn buckets I was doing. I'm no longer gonna do that. I don't really want to keep doing that. I got some pretty dope ass ones, but you know, but between that and just seeing what direction it works out with my girlfriend and see what we end up doing, that's gonna determine a lot. And so I just want you guys to know that. And I don't want you guys to think for a second I'm telling you this so you guys stay, or no. You guys said, man, we don't believe any of that shit, or man, you're a hunk of crap, or man, you know, it's fine, dude. I'm not gonna get mad at you. And honestly, if you feel that way, I don't want you here anyways, because that's not why I stream. I stream because I want to have a good small community of people that like to be together, you know. And I know it can sometimes come off as like, oh man, you know, I want a community to help me feel better, and that's not true. All right, let's try to play something. I want to try to I tried playing Skull and Bones, and that game, I don't know, it's probably the first game I played that I just couldn't even give it the time of day. I told myself I was going to try it, but I told myself, you know, I don't game that much. It just didn't feel fun at all. I tell you, the game, it would have felt fun if the game had really good graphics. I can see that game having some, like, if it had really, really good graphics, be like, man, I can see myself playing a lot of that game. But now I see why people were clowning that game. I remember when that game was going to come out too. If you watch the trailers for that game, kind of crazy because the trailers are Ubisoft trailers. They totally took a you know, they, like, what they say, like a polished turd. They took a game that they must have known was going to look like the way it did, some way. You know, I don't even know what engine they're using, but they knew what the game was going to look like. But when they made the trailer, they just said, screw it. But so I'm excited. Like, I wish you guys knew how excited I was right now. Like, just I really am. I'm excited, and I'm overwhelmed, and I just want to shout out to you guys for being just so supportive for especially the last few days, and yeah. But let's see. I kind of want to play Suicide Squad, but you know what? I want to take a guess what game I'm going to see. If I can find somebody to show me the ropes, I'm gonna jump back into it. You guys probably already know what game I'm talking about.